It is time to yap. My name is Liz. I turned 30 in 87 days. I made a list of 30 things I wanted to do before I turned 30, and it has not panned out. This is the list. There are some things on here that are just not realistically gonna happen. Number 20, pay off student loans. Girl, I love your ambition. That did not happen. This is not an attainable list. I will say that I made this list pre-pandemic. 27-year-old Liz had no idea what was coming. With 87 days until I turn 30, I want to revamp the list because life is short. I need to do things that I've been wanting to do and stop putting it off. What I'm realizing is there's a lot of things that I want to do that I haven't done because I haven't had someone to do them with. And a lot of this channel is going to be me doing those things. I'm gonna be doing the things that I've always wanted to do, and I'm gonna take you along with me and just kind of show how accessible solo travel can be. For me, it was really intimidating. I felt like I had to have like this big built out van to go and travel, and that it was not accessible and it was not safe for me to go by myself. And that's just not true. I would sit there and I would watch these videos and I'd be like, oh, that's so cool. I wish I could do that. But I could. I had the ability to the whole time. I just didn't realize it. I started doing car camping. I started solo traveling, and like I didn't think there was a way for me to do it safely. I didn't think that it was something that I could really do, and I can. And I want to share that with people. And anything, I just hope that I can inspire someone else to get to do these things for themselves. If I can inspire someone else to step out of their comfort zone and go do something that they thought was not accessible for them, I'll be happy. That's kind of the point of what I'm doing now, because had it not been for the people who posted about car camping and solo female traveling, I wouldn't have started doing it. And so I kind of want to pass that along and show how accessible it is as I kind of work through my little adventures. I'm really excited to do this. I think a lot of what held me back is I was around people who didn't have the interest to do these things, and so it just made it really easy to just stay comfortable and not venture out and do it. I got too comfortable. So that's a lot of what 30 before 30. Some of these things that I know are not going to be attainable, I'm going to shift to my 40 before 40 list. That will be coming in a later series, but right now we're going to work on the 30 before 30 list and revamp it. Let's go through some things that I have actually accomplished. So the first one is to get or at least start a master's degree. That just tells you how long ago it was that I wrote this list, because I started my master's degree in 2020. A lot has happened since then. At the point that I wrote this list, when I wrote this list, I hadn't even started my master's degree. We're talking pre-pandemic, during the pandemic. I was married at the time. Oh my gosh, how many times have I moved since then? I probably moved 5 times since then. Number 3, learn to make pasta from scratch. I did that. It was fun. It's not like this huge production. It's just a thing that I've always wanted to learn how to do, and I learned how to do it. Number 9 was get another tattoo. I've gotten 3 or 4 more tattoos since then, so we're doing great. Number 22, visit the Georgia Guidestones. I'm really glad I put that on here because they do not exist anymore. They're super cool, and I hate that I can't do a video about them, but it was really cool to go get to see them. They were just amazing to look at. It's just kind of like a reminder that, you know, you feel like you have all this time to do stuff and you don't necessarily have time. So there are a few things that I'm gonna have to take off of the list that just aren't gonna be attainable, unfortunately, that I will move to my 40 before 40 list, such as go see the Northern Lights. Realistically, that's not possible. There's also, I wanna go to Greece. I don't think that's gonna be possible in the next 3 months. And I realized I'm gonna have to pick one of these. So one was take one big trip alone. One was to visit the West Coast. One was to visit a beach resort in another country. I'm probably gonna try to do West Coast. I'm probably gonna do that for my birthday, for the big 30. So I'm gonna try to knock off as many of these as I can, revamp this list, and I'm gonna take you guys along with me to check all these things off. Why am I doing a YouTube channel? It's a great question. I have wanted to do a YouTube channel, honestly, since Vine died out. Did the whole Vine thing. I had a lot of fun with it with my roommate Toby. That was so much fun, and I really enjoyed that, and I enjoyed the creative outlet that I got through that, and just how fun it was to get to share my experiences in that capacity. I guess I did have a YouTube in high school, but it was just me playing like covers on my guitar of like Taylor Swift, which obviously still love Taylor Swift. Got the bucket over there. Still a big Swiftie, but obviously I didn't go that route. I think my biggest problem is that I have this need for perfection. I don't do things halfway. I take that back. That's not accurate. I do a lot of things halfway because I have really bad ADHD and I want to start a bunch of projects and I don't finish them. What I mean is if I'm going to do something, I want to do it really well, and I have this kind of like perfection that I envision when I think about doing something, and I don't want to just kind of do it. Like I want to do like the coolest, best, most grand version of the thing. So like with the traveling, I thought I couldn't go do the traveling thing because I didn't have this really cool built out van. But what I didn't realize is that I don't need the big built out van. I can do car camping. I can do it with the stuff that I already have. Why didn't I start the YouTube channel? I'm like, well, I don't have like the right video camera, like have the right equipment, and I want like cool microphones and like equipment and like a drone and everything, and like I don't need that. I don't need that at all. Like think about all the stuff involved, like all the extra stuff, rather than the thing itself, and like doing what I can with what I have. And I think that really has held me back. So this is gonna be an opportunity for me to kind of overcome some of those things where I'm gonna do things so grand, so extravagant, and be extra with it. And I don't need to do that. You know, done is better than perfect. You know, it's better to do something than to do nothing. That's like one of my biggest mottos is it's better to do something than to do nothing. So I've been doing nothing. I'm tired of doing nothing, and I'm ready to do the thing, even if it's not the best, even if it could be a lot better. I'm gonna do the thing. Thanks for watching. I hope you will join me on this journey to knock out my 30 things before I turn 30. I don't know how to end this video. Take two.